All looking very different as we head through the next few days then. The cold but largely dry conditions giving way to some spells of rain, blustery winds, but something so much milder than we've had of late. And it's all down to low pressure rattling through across northern and western parts of the UK, pushing fronts eastwards, those fronts bringing those spells of rain, the isobars squeezing together, indicating windier conditions, but those winds eventually coming in from the southwest, and that is a really mild direction for us. And that transition all really begins overnight tonight, so clear and dry initially for some, but it won't be long before we see thickening cloud and outbreaks of rain and drizzle moving their way eastwards. All that accompanied by strengthening south to southwesterly winds. And you can see those temperatures, these are the sorts of values we'd expect during the day at this time of year, so really very mild indeed. Tomorrow morning then, that mild start, lots of misty, murky, low cloud and further outbreaks of rain to come. As we head into the afternoon, the rain slowly shifting away eastwards. It will be a very gradual process, but becoming drier for most of us. However, sunshine will be very limited. But look at those temperatures, those brisk southwesterly winds continuing to feed in mild air with highs tomorrow, perhaps touching into the low teens. If you're heading to the coast, well, it will be windy, but these are the times of high water. Hastings 3 in the morning and again at 3:22 in the afternoon. So relatively quiet weather-wise tomorrow, albeit quite blustery. Overnight into Friday, further outbreaks of rain. Friday itself looking pretty decent, if again windy, but staying very changeable but mild thereafter. A big change on the way then, certainly more unsettled, some spells of rain, blustery winds, but so much milder than it has been of late, both by day and by night. And it's all down to low pressure feeding in across northern and western parts of the UK over the coming days. Fronts moving their way eastwards, bringing spells of rain, tightly packed isobars, indicating those windy conditions. And with the winds coming in from the southwest, a gradual uplift in those temperatures. And that all begins overnight tonight. So lots of cloud on the scene, outbreaks of rain coming and going, and dare I say something even quite heavy and locally thundery out towards the west initially. And even towards the end of the night, we'll be left with a lot of clouds, some misty, murky conditions and some patchy drizzle. And that, accompanied by the southerly winds, will keep those temperatures up, really not falling away from the daytime values. So tomorrow morning, a very mild start, misty, murky, damp for many of us, further outbreaks of rain through the morning. It should be quite a bit drier come the afternoon, but still a lot of clouds, some locally low cloud drifting onto the south coast. But look at those temperatures, well up on recent days. Bye-bye.